And we welcome you to the campus of Carnegie Mellon University. A little bit late start.
A little later.
But we're going to get underway in this one as Carnegie Mellon gets set to play host to John Carroll University in a non-conference matchup in this one with Kevin Zolmansky, Bob Workwis. You are now deemed the Z-Man by Jared Barton, our colleague. So we'll bring it to you tonight. Two teams that are off to a good start in this season so far. Each has played 2 matches so far, and both teams, Kevin, are 2-0.
Yes, that's right. The visiting John Carroll Blue Streaks. They have played 2 games, in both of them non-conference. As I'm looking for them, they played on the first. They hosted Oberlin, where they won 3-0. 3-1, excuse me, and then
2-1.
All right, let's restart that. They hosted Oberlin on September 1st, as I found that they won 2-1 at Don Shula Stadium, and then they came back. That was a Friday, and on Sunday, they went on the road to Kenyon College, where they won 4-0.
That's an impressive victory because Kenyon College
right.
ranked 5th. John Carroll, the Blue Streaks, are ranked 23rd in Division III.
Yeah, they outshot Kenyon 15-10. They had 8-7 lead in shots on goal. 8-5 lead in corners also. So judging from the stats, they seem to have a pretty dominant performance. For CMU, they come in with a record of 2-0, 9-0 victory over Muskegon, and then a 3-0 victory over Allegheny to open the season for the Tartans, also on the 1st and 3rd of September.
12-4-0 against for CMU so far in this one. We're getting into this a little bit late. Mentioned we had some thunderstorms come through, and a little bit of lightning in close proximity, so the 7:30 kickoff becomes 8:20. I'm glad you're aboard either way. No rain expected for the rest of the evening. John Carroll, the Blue Streaks 2-0. Brendan Moher is in goal. Daniel Kalick, Brendan Swan, Steven Samuelson, Logan Penton, Nick Graycott, Jaden Wright, Andrew Ruggiero, Ben Brucken, Hayden Hafner. That's our mic. Sorry.
Big second half against Allegheny is when they scored all 3 of their goals, did the Tartans.
Isaac Coleman is their other starter. Just getting things settled in here after drying out the press facility here at midfield. Liam Ryan, the starting goal for CMU. Josh Ball, Brendan Schoenwetter, William Rabin, Ethan Vertal, Julian Coide, Diedrich Schlingeman, Eli Campine, Brendan Flynn, Luke Marolda, and Alejandro Fernandez are your starters for CMU. John Carroll and the navy blue of the road team, the Blue Streaks, have the opening kickoff. They move right to left, and the light blue in the goal to our right, Brendan Moher, and the black matching one of the primary colors for CMU is Liam Ryan to our right, and CMU in the white with the gray stripes and the scarlet numerals, and we got a throw in on the near side for John Carroll on their opening possession with Ben Brucken on the near sideline.
Saw that set play right after the kickoff where they sent Logan Penton down the right side, the midfielder on a blue streak himself. They try to hit him over the top.
I want to think I see more of that, or maybe I want to see more of that. Long pass on the near side, a little too far for Ethan Vertal, and Brendan Moher clears it away with the right foot. And trying to track it down.
Oh, good control.
Jaden Wright does control it, try to get it back to him, but the pass is behind him. Knocked down by CMU, and they clear it off the 18. Vertal's up ahead, trying to settle it. He does find help in his teammate. That is Julian Coide. Coide back forward. William Rabin. He tried to go right side, but that's intercepted and cleared by the Blue Streaks up to Logan Penton. They try to get it in right, also there, and it goes out of bounds. Another throw in. Hayden Hafner, the senior midfielder, on the far side. I'll defer, actually.
See if we catch any of the moisture getting the ball skipping here today, if that impacts play at all.
The Lightning was proximity. It didn't really rain hard here in Oakland on the campus, but it has been raining off and on all day, so that is definitely a factor. Back to the middle of the back line, that's Schlingeman, a hometown product for CMU from Pittsburgh, and Winchester Thurston plays it forward. Schoenwetter goes back to the defense. Schlingeman, nope, it's going to go back to Liam Ryan. Ryan started every game last year in goal for CMU, and he's 3 for 3 on starts this season as well. The sophomore. Played up towards midfield, knocked down, and CMU try to settle, but mostly in the CMU half, but not in the attacking third for John Carroll in this one. They played back on the defense. Brendan Swan, the graduate student, goes back to Brendan Moher. Moher was one of the goalkeepers of the year last year. Fantastic job for Moher. He's from Ohio, and you should not find that surprising because John Carroll, near Cleveland, they've got 30 players. Talking about hitting your home state, Kevin, they've got 30 players on the roster who are Ohio natives.
Somebody did some counting. You can see that looking at the roster.
I know that's dangerous when I count, but
all the OHs you see.
I doubled up on the counting and I found 30. So
on the hometown side, the column with the high schools.
Trying to chest that down is Koide, but it's played well defensively by Brucken. Brucken tries to go up the near side, too far for Swan. Schlingeman back there clearing things away. And is played down by Fernandez, but his pass too far. Kalick has it. Kalick will play it back to Moher. He's from North Ridgeville, Ohio, went to Cleveland St. Edwards. And a good football power, the other football power in Ohio.
CMU looks to be in a 4-2-3-1 formation as they were pressing up the pitch there. And now in transition quickly, the Blue Streaks are back and in the box.
Far side in front, and they got the first goal. They found the man open. I believe it was Jaden Wright, the junior forward. He gets the pass and the header, and the Blue Streaks in the 4th minute of play have scored the goal. Jaden Wright indeed will get the goal, the junior forward.
And I think on that left side it was listed as a D fullback, Isaac Coleman. I think it was 27. I think it was good service over there by 27.
By
Coleman, and then running freely right in the middle of the box towards the 6 was Penton, who put it home with a header to give the Streaks Blue Streaks a 1-0 lead.
Jaden Wright.
I'm sorry, Wright.
A good service from Coleman. Jaden Wright's second goal of the season. That ties in with Hayden Hafner for the team lead. Good service. They switch fields near side to far side, right to left, and the pass came in front to Wright, who headed it in. That's the first goal allowed for CMU in their 3 matches so far this season.
It's a really good cross into the box. Great service over there. I believe it was Coleman, the outside back, pushing forward. What a great run right into the middle of the box towards the 6 that was made by Wright. Nobody marking him, and he's able to put it on pretty freely for a 1-0 lead.
It's either Coleman or Hafner who fired that pass in from the far side. Near side throw right in front of us for Luke Marolda, the senior midfielder from New Jersey. A good step in and a good read there defensively for John Carroll by Steven Samuelson, the junior from Medina, Ohio. There's Wright, the goal scorer. Good header near side on a pass to Brendan Swan. CMU is able to get back and cover. Swan trying to work one-on-one against Alejandro Fernandez. Short pass opening for Ben Brucken. Brucken near side. His pass is deflected and then cleared away. Good defense by, I want to say that was Schlingeman on the coverage. It'll be a near side throw for John Carroll.
See if we get the official, but I can see your point. Hafner's up there right now inside the box.
And 21 and 27.
Yeah,
so
the numbers they have, it is the far side of the pitch. It was kind of hard to pick up.
We'll try to confirm that.
Yeah.
There's Coleman back there now.
Because Coleman's playing center back.
But he is he's actually the outer back. So, and those backs will leak up from time to time.
Good pop
Chip
over
forward,
top.
yes, Swan trying to get a self pass. He's knocked down, and no whistle, no foul. It's going to be a goal kick for Liam Ryan. Ryan last year 10-5-1 for CMU in all of his starts. And this season, Ryan has played 135 minutes, 2 games started. He's got 2 saves and 2 wins, 1 shutout, and 1 shutout shared. And that went by the wayside in the 4th minute in this one with the Jaden Wright goal.
Big crowd in the middle circle there waiting that long punt from the keeper.
Good play back by Schlingeman. He was being pressured by Swan. Played it back to Ryan in the goal. And organizing in front of their own bench are the Tartans. And they'll play it back to Schoenwetter, Brendan Schoenwetter, the UAA Rookie of the Year last year.
Samuelson with good D there. He was behind the intended receiver of that pass from the midfielder at CMU, and then he just moved right in front of him and changed the possession.
Andrew Ruggiero whistled for a foul, so a free kick in the circle for CMU. They try to play right side, a little too far, and it's out of bounds, and it'll be a throw too far for Josh Ball.
There's an example of a big hop off the turf. Made it hard to control.
Right slips and falls on this field turf. Rabin with his back to the attacking zone. William Rabin, all UAA, or second team all UAA for Schoenwetter. Rabin missed the first part of last season with an injury. Came back and led CMU, helped them on their run to the NCAA tournament. Lost in the first round did CMU to Calvin University. They played Calvin, who was ranked number 17. John Carroll won the OAC tournament for the 5th year in a row. They also made the NCAA tournament. 3-0 win over the University of Scranton for the Blue Streaks, and then a 3-0 loss to Johns Hopkins in the second round. Airball head down by Brucken. They were waiting for possession, and John Carroll had it. That's one of those play-on situations. Yeah, you have the advantage.
But it was in the air. It wasn't like they were on a break.
Long ball trying to go right side, but off the mark for Ball. He tries to track it down, but Coleman on the defense played it. Comes back to midfield, and now there's an opportunity for Fernandez. This pass a little high for Rabin. He does get a head on it, but it's cleared away, back towards Fernandez. Hits Fernandez in the hand. And an inadvertent handball gives John Carroll a free kick in their own zone with under 37 minutes, just under 37 minutes to go in this one. Glad you're aboard. Turned to be a pleasant evening. Had a heat wave go through these parts about the last 5 days. It was 90 degrees at kickoff yesterday when the Carnegie Mellon women kicked
much
off.
Different today.
We're in this right about 70 now. There's an opportunity near side. There's room. Can they stop it there? That's Koide. Koide tried to go back, and it's intercepted. He had Marolda, kind of an unforced error. Good job to track back there by Ben Brucken, the senior midfielder from Copley, Ohio. We're going to see that theme repeating for John Carroll. Schlingeman on the back line.
Oh, heavy touch right there.
He does corral, but can't get anything moving forward. It's chested down there by Ruggiero, the junior defender. Looks to be playing maybe in a midfield situation. Towed forward by Brucken. Schlingeman will get back there. A short pass that actually worked for Maralda. They work it to Alejandro Fernandez. The midfielder played a couple years at Slippery Rock before transferring here. A touch and a clear. Good ball back by Kalick. Back to his keeper, Brendan Moher. Alejandro Fernandez, not only did he transfer here from Slippery Rock, Kevin, he's a native of Spain, so I'm sure he was quite happy with the results from the Women's World Cup, as was my sister-in-law.
Okay. She hails from Spain also?
She does, but when USA went out, I told her I was rooting for Spain. I told Jared yesterday in hopes of getting some baked goods later on during the holidays. See, there's always
you always have an angle you're
there.
working.
But a disappointing exit for USA out of that. Spain win. They had adverse conditions too as far as their national team, but they won the Women's World Cup. There's a ball deflected away. That's off the toe of Koide, and it's a near side throw for John Carroll. The near touchline looks like Brucken will handle that.
You can see it on the long passes with pace, right? When they're really driving the passes, it takes that first skip, and it comes high off the turf. The players are having a hard time controlling those long passes.
Great to Coleman. And there's Hafner who may have had that service. We're going to check that later on the coach. But Coleman is also over there, so there's that almost the same type of play, trying to get to the near side. Near post was Brendan Swan. Good defensive play by CMU. They don't get a corner either. They're going to get a low throw with Brucken. Pretty well played defensively on the back line by CMU. I'll give credit to that defender. It was actually it was Koide back in his own zone. Another throw. Very low throw right from near the flag this time for John Carroll to our right. No corners yet in this one. The only shot of the game resulted in the goal in the 4th minute by the header from Jaden Wright. There's a header out by CMU on the throw. There's Fernandez with room in front of his own bench. Trying to run, one-on-run. His pass is behind Vertal, who was trying to go further up the near sideline. And the pass was to where he was, not where he was headed.
Yeah, he was making a diagonal run on the overlap, and the pass kind of went to where he initially saw him. Had to take a look down at the ball, put it into the midfield instead of down the flank, and then the turnover and right back to possession in the Tartans' end for the Blue Streaks.
Short throw. Coleman left-footed. Service headed wide. That's off the head of Swan. Similar to the goal, except Wright was closer in. That header from about 15 results in a goal kick and a short goal kick from Ryan to Schlingeman.
I like how John Carroll they're pounding it into the box when they have the opportunity, Bob. They get it in possession, they're picking out something in the box, and they're putting it in the wash there, trying to make something happen.
Good defense by Koide to create the turnover and a near side throw. Actually, the player who made the defensive play 2 plays ago was Maralda, not Koide. Steal, though, and a turn and a counter for Brucken. His pass, though, is deflected down. Picked up in the midfield by Vertal. And now near side. There's Koide. Koide is a freshman from Rye, New York. Ball out of bounds off of CMU. Right in front of us, Kalick at the midfield stripe will throw it in for John Carroll. Kalick is from Mentor, Ohio. Ball at the midfield. So far for CMU, when they've got it to the midfield or a little bit further, Kevin, it's been a numbers advantage for the Blue Streaks and the Blue Shirts.
Yeah, not a lot of possession for Carnegie Mellon across midfield. It's been a lot of defending behind the ball so far in this early 14 minutes of this match.
There's a slip and a steal as Koide pressures, but good recovery, secondary defense by Samuelson. He saves Kalick, and Samuelson clears it up. And there's Swan, way to the far side. Left side for Logan Penton. Penton cuts inside, tries to make a pass to Wright. His one touch, a little off the mark for Hafner. And now a 50-50 ball was loose on the turf. And it'll be cleared away by CMU out of harm's way. Chested down at midfield by Kalick, who plays it back to Mower.
Mower's just a little bored. He wanted to get him involved back there. They're trying to get up and press a little.
They're both coaching. CMU to our right and John Carroll to the left, giving instructions as Dejan Melendovich is in his 3rd season head coach. John Carroll's been here a lot. Here's an opportunity for CMU. They can't shoot it. They work it to the net, and Moher gets there first. Good read to go down and get that before CMU could put it forward. That was Josh Baugh, but Moher gets there first. It denies the opportunity for the Tartans.
Yeah, unsure if you could really call that a shot. It was just kind of in the box. It was rolling towards the net as they tried a little combination play, and Mower's taking his time there. But he had to go to ground and
certainly,
get there.
Certainly an opportunity,
absolutely,
but not a shot. I would agree with you. And there's a clear into the CMU bench, and they'll get a throw. Maralda quickly gets it to Koide. He's double teamed. Plays forward. Kept in on the near side. Barely. And that allows Greka to get it. Greka back to Samuelson, who goes back to Moher. And he'll right-foot it up. Here comes a counter. On the run is Maralda. Oh, his pass.
Samuelson again. He's crafty back there to center back.
That was Vertal, yeah, and he stepped right in to where that pass was headed.
It's the 2nd time he's done that. He does a nice job kind of waiting behind the Tartans player that's going to be the intended receiver of that pass, and he steps in front and intercepts that ball. He's got some steals here in this first half.
Trying to chest it down, Ethan Vertal. He gets the turn. He's in the middle of the field, but denied by the center back. And again, that's Steven Samuelson, the junior. Ball up to Jaden Wright, trying to use that speed, and he gets it. Coming down the left slide, sliding tackle, still has it. He's guarded over there, sends it across, but no one home. And John Carroll will win it. Brucken has it knocked away. Did we get a corner for the first time or a throw?
Low throw.
From about 5 yards out.
Brucken.
Near goal line extended. It is Ben Brucken, the senior. Gets it towards right. Played down. No shooting space for Greca, who still has it, though. Drops it back over. There's Brucken. He can't get it through. And Swan. He can't get it through. Misses, deflects wide on the shot. And it's a goal kick for Liam Ryan.
It was a nice layoff to Brucken, who took that throw and then just kind of curled to the top of the box, and they were able to push it back. I believe that was for Swan, who pushed it back for him. And then he had to try an outside foot shot. Wasn't able to get a lot of power on that. But again, Bob, put it in the box, trying to make things happen, create some confusion, make the Tartans defend. You never know what's going to happen. Here's Ryan again in the midfield, where you see everybody in the middle of the park.
Good strong leg. You know, Kevin, it's a simplistic strategy, right? Throw it to the box, and we know that, and that's obviously the goal, because you don't want to always play perimeter, but sometimes we don't see it happen often enough. That seems to be the point of attack for John Carroll. Here's a counterattack. That's Josh
From
Ball.
distance.
Left-footed firing. Hits the crossbar. From about 28 out. Great opportunity on the left-footed strike by the senior Ball. Very nearly even this game at 1.
All of a sudden, it just opened up for him, and he had some space. You could see him kind of sizing it up. When he let it go, I thought maybe it was going to go over. He had a little bit of a curl, and it hit the woodwork on the crossbar.
And
kicked
of course,
out.
Mower, as he should, he's a keeper. He's off his line.
Right.
So he tried to retreat and couldn't get back there. And it was very nearly the game tire. The first great opportunity for CMU. Had that one earlier that never created a shot, but you'll take that. And try to play it forward. Trying to track it down there is Meralda. Couple subs getting ready to enter for CMU. Once they come in, we'll get that to you. We're in the 19th minute of play. 1-0 lead goal in the 4th minute by Jaden Wright for the Blue Streaks.
It's going to be Dominic Horweiler for Rabin, who's going to come out 26 for 6. I think it's Slackman's going to come in for Tall. Number 8, Jake Slackman for the Tartans.
Slackman gets in there. He's from Ambler, PA, out east, went to Wissahickon High School. So Pennsylvania boy. Not too many. The ratio of Ohio players on the John Carroll roster versus Pennsylvanians on the CMU roster is a big difference. I believe I counted 4 from Pennsylvania for CMU. There's a centering pass. Got to defend right, and they do that. Fernandez was back there. Schlingeman as well. Near side throw, though, for John Carroll. They move around trying to find open space. Wright heads it into the box, cleared to the arc. Good shot on the half volley, but it goes wide, and it'll be a goal kick for CMU. Those subs will come in. Slackman and Hoer-Weiler. That right-footed shot was off the foot of Ruggiero, Andrew Ruggiero. There's another Ruggiero, Nick Ruggiero, who's a graduate student, one of the captains who was not in the starting lineup there. The Ruggieros from Middleborough Heights, Ohio. Weiler is in there. He's from Portland, Oregon, the freshman. So a pair of freshmen get some time here. John Carroll loses it.
That's stretching the recruiting budget out of Jesuit High in Portland, Oregon.
The left coast, as we say in these parts. We're going to get a whistle and some quick reset. Everything's good. It should be a throw for Meralda. Just moving some personnel around in front of the JCU bench. We're going to get a sub for John Carroll. Logan Brown in front of us. John Carroll steals the throw in. Steal and a turn. Near side, left flank. Koide. He's got help. He goes to the middle, goes back, past Horweiler. And Meralda. Sliding stop. Fernandez tried to settle. He couldn't. That allows John Carroll's Isaac Coleman to clear. He was the OAC Defensive Player of the Year.
2 subs for John Carroll waiting on the sideline. It's going to be Logan Brown for Andrew Ruggiero. And Aiden Bozick is going to check in for someone I did not hear. It's going to be for 7, Logan Penton.
Continuing the theme, Logan Brown's from Avon, Ohio. Aiden Bozak from Bay Village, Ohio. Well, behind Greca near midfield. That allows CMU to steal. They want to counter. Meralda chips it. Slackman trying to run to it. Mower comes out, and Slackman goes over top him. No whistle. So good defense by Slackman and Kalick.
Got space out wide. Going to try to hit him in stride there.
They do. That's Penton.
It's a good take on 2 bounces right there.
He tries to attack, pushes it forward. Good secondary defense, though, to clear that away by CMU.
Penton tried to use the change of pace there to beat the defender as he's going to make his way in.
And Jack Fote also checks in, and the theme continues because Fote is from Erie. Played his high school ball at Cathedral Prep.
He is
top
checking
goal
in
scorer
for
2 years ago for
midfielder Brendan Swan.
one of the few Pennsylvanians. We have another, Andrew Masucci, who's played his high school ball at Peters Township as a sophomore, on John Carroll.
Couple making the homecoming, right? Masucci and
Severin
Dengel from Moon Township.
Yep.
The midfielder.
And then Fote, sort of, although easier to get to John Carroll from Erie than it is to Pittsburgh, right? Unless there's a lake effect going on up there.
And it could take quite a while. Across 90. Here's Ryan again, going to boot it. Not as many in the circle this time. He picks out someone.
We talked about stretching the recruiting budget. Liam Ryan is from Washington State. Played at Eastside Prep up there where he was the captain in first team all-conference.
Sammamish, Washington.
And 2 more subs. Nick Ruggiero. Carter Esterly waiting to check in for John Carroll. We're in the 24th minute of play in this first half. 1 goal in the 4th minute by John Carroll's Jaden Wright.
Esterly will check in for Daniel Kalick, number 3. And it's going to be Nicholas Ruggiero for Steven Samuelson. A bit surprising. Samuelson's been impressive as a center back for John Carroll so far.
Early season. So
yeah,
maybe
trying
to
get
your legs, but still, he seems to be, just in the early going, a big piece of that back line.
Right, that's the first impression I have of him. He's that steady and presence back there as a coach that you want to have.
Nick Rosario, the graduate student from Middleburg Heights. The other player coming in, Esterly's from Colorado Springs. So familiar with the Olympic training ground out there, I assume.
A lot of high-altitude soccer running out there.
Bodies are hitting the floor everywhere. Didn't get an earlier whistle. We got a secondary whistle on Slackman. No cards issued, and a quick restart to Coleman at the back line for John Carroll, and they attack far side, left side. Back to the middle of the field for Nick Ruggiero. Ruggiero was second team All-OAC Conference last year for the 5-time defending OAC champions. There's a chance for Slackman, but 8v8, Esterly wins that battle. Still on the ball, though, CMU. They might have an advantage. They go to the box, and a good recovery by John Carroll to deny by Logan Brown. Fernandez, good chip, a little too far. Still loose. Mower played it, and the man went behind him, and then he got the second ball and secures that. Almost a good chance. Good idea by Fernandez to push forward for the Tartans, but Mower up to the task.
A little too much pace on that one. Kind of hit and skipped.
Well, we're fortunate it didn't go up and overtop him. It was Slackman who was the man trying to get that ball for CMU, the junior.
The staff, Carnegie Mellon.
Well, the petitioning worked because they do get the call.
Lobbying
not
for
as
a call,
as they thought, but
saying they're not playing the ball.
good call. I like it when it happens 10 yards in front of us. Easy to identify.
Yeah, you get some insights. There's been a lot of action on this half of the pitch. This time they're going to switch it to the far side.
Schlingerman near side, far side, but offside.
We're going to get an offside call.
So that gives a free kick to John Carroll in their own zone. Inside of 19 minutes left in this first half.
Coach Bowman wants them to press up the pitch farther.
Coach Bowman is 10th year leading CMU, 23rd overall, 83 wins at Carnegie Mellon, 260 overall. He's a team captain and all-region player, and his playing days at Center College. Ball at midfield, played back to the near side. Schlingerman, little touch pass there, Koide. He had it played away. Finds the Greca. Greca's pass a little too far for Fote. Schlingerman's going to win that battle. And who's that off, white or blue? It's off of white, blue throw-in.
Bob, I think he's start to detect the plan of John Carroll, attacking down the flanks. We've seen a lot of balls over the top down this right side. We've seen a few down that left side too.
Including the ball on the goal.
They get it down the sides and then get the crosses in.
Fote, but secondary defense steals for CMU. So good help defense. That's a good ball. That's a way big
That's a
time
card.
hold on Slackman. It's got to be a card. Yep. Not a bad card, though, by Ruggiero, because if Ruggiero doesn't make that pull down the captain, it's a break-in on the near side for Slackman. Was it 5 or 8? I think it was 5.
5.
So it was Nick Ruggiero. That's one of those good penalties, right?
They call those professional fouls, right? They just kind of knew.
Well, you stopped an all-man break.
They knew the numbers were not going to work. He got around them. The ball was played well in the space. He was going to use his speed, and he realized he's going to need to pull him down, so he picked up the first yellow of this match.
You get a restart. Schlingerman was too quick to get the start. So they're going to make him do it. He gets a last-minute strategy from Brendan Bowman.
So we got the
Gerge,
graduate student, Cade Gerge, checking in for Hayden Hefner.
another Bay Village native. We got 2 other subs coming in. Patrick Koenig and Nathan Monostra. Monostra's from Worcester, Ohio. Koenig played college ball in Ohio at Bowling Green, where he was the points leader before transferring to John Carroll a couple of years ago. He was second team All-AC last year. Well, I mentioned the Ohio thing because you hear that a lot, and us being in Pittsburgh, you hear that a lot with Pitt, the football Panthers, not the soccer Panthers, of why don't you recruit more locally, right? Well, obviously that is a blueprint that John Carroll, soccer-wise, follows.
Yeah, you can stretch the recruiting budget there, right? You can drive to where you need to go. You can, in the greater Cleveland area, you can see the high school leagues. You can see the club leagues on the weekends. You can see the tournaments that are up there. You can branch out a little in Ohio over into the Erie area of Pennsylvania, down into northern Pittsburgh suburbs, up into maybe upstate New York, Buffalo,
Right.
Rochester area. All drivable.
I'm sure that's the plan that they follow. So we're inside of 16 minutes. Ball is tipped out, so a far side throw on the far touchline for Gerge. Throw deflected. come out the near side through, and that's a CMU track it down on the near touch line. The left footed up. Slackman lets it go by.
A little adjustment made on the back line by John Carroll when that possession was to the right. The instructions were for Carter Eberly and Nicholas Ruggiero to switch. Eberly went into the center back position, and Ruggiero moved over here to the right. He have just picked up the card.
Great out of Bozak. He plays it back to move forward. That's teammate Kay Gerge. Long left-footed ball up ahead. They get a head that's blocked. Trying to get it to the goal. Still put in by Nick Ruggiero. Deflected away, and CMU now will try to organize. Fernandez, but he couldn't settle. And John Carroll gets it right back. Good defense, says Schlingerman deflects it away. Be a near touchline throw for Ruggiero for JCU. Man falls down. It's played away by CMU, but not far enough. Good job by Schlingerman. Diedrich Schlingerman, the center back, the senior, read that, played it away. Steps into the back line, and good play right there. I like that center back. That's their job, to be the anchor. The keeper and the center back. Left side, Koenig. Right-footed shot, wide of the near post. That should slide out. Should be a low throw, not a goal kick. And Zach Schoenwetter comes in. Zach is Brendan's twin, so don't adjust your computer screen if you're seeing WR, the twins from Louisville, Kentucky. There's Slackman. They've been kind of the focal point of trying to get him forward since he has checked in, Kevin, the junior. It was 8 against 8. It was Esterly who played that well, the senior defender for John Carroll.
Schoenwetter checked in for Koide for the Tartans.
Throw to midfield. That's a good job to get that by Fote. Both players there, Fote and Morel.
Oh, good through ball right there.
Touch and a shot, and a big save by Ryan. Liam Ryan denies that. Rebound deflects in, and Ryan has it. Good touch, good ball, secondary touch. Shot to the cage, and Ryan keeps it 1-0. That shot came off the right foot of Aiden Bozak. Left side opportunity, Zach Schoenwetter. He's got room. Right foots it to the arc. Turn, pass, deflected. Couldn't get it through for CMU, and cleared by the Blue Streaks. Touch and a touch, no one home on the third touch from Koenig. Ball finds foot of Eli Campine, the junior from Nashville. Fantastic city, Nashville.
Over the top.
Can Zach Schoenwetter get there? That's a pretty good defensive play by Esterly again.
The pace is picked up. We've had a lot of transition encounters very quickly.
Schoenwetter, left side of the box. Goes on the goal line. He put it forward, but too heavy. You're absolutely right. He put it forward to retrieve, but he put it forward too far, and he turned it over. That's the opportunity you want. Coach Bowman is right. Happy with that.
Was after the save by Ryan, he quickly distributed over here on the left flank, and then the long ball and the one touch to the midfielder on the overlap, and that got all that offense going for Carnegie Mellon.
Late whistle. I think that was a good call. Koenig had his jersey pulled.
That came from the official over here on the near touch line. He put the flag up and communicated with the official on the pitch to make that call, and then he pulled on his own jersey to indicate what the foul was or the reason for the foul.
Free kick for John Carroll. Only 15 or so yards into the attack zone for Nick Greka, the junior. He's another Pennsylvanian. He went to Du Bois High School, Du Bois native, Central PA. To the far side, only player there is Rabin, I think. I believe that's 6. No, Rabin is out.
Miscommunication there. That wasn't good service and what they were trying to do. He curled that towards the left, and everybody ran from the left towards the middle.
And only white jerseys were over there. Deflected back down, cleared away. That's Brendan Schoenwetter. He made that play initially, too. Plays it out into the fans across the way. And with 10:25 and a turning clock remaining in the first half, throw for John Carroll, who has the 1-0 lead. Chested down, but Schoenwetter had a fantastic first year as a freshman defender last year. Another whistle on the far side. It's still John Carroll throw. They send the motion. They find him, and they go back to the thrower. They go back to the defense. That's Gergie. He'll play it forward, left-footed, headed away.
Ooh.
Second ball, couldn't settle with Bozak high over the net. Two subs. Owen Linden, the senior from Avon, Ohio, and Luca Prangetta, the freshman from Eastlake, Ohio. They're in. John Carroll's been, they've subbed liberally.
I was going to say.
Way more than CMU has in this one.
More frequently subbing. It was the first few subs came for Carnegie Mellon, and then John Carroll has been very active in using the sub game in front of us.
Again, this is non-conference. John Carroll doesn't start their conference play until September 30th when they play Wilmington. They beat Wilmington in the OAC championship last year, so they're a rematch going on there. Same for CMU on the 30th. They're at Brandeis. Whistle foul against John Carroll, and it'll be a free kick for CMU. On the far side, right flank. CMU has motion on the near side. Usually go across, get it to the middle, chested away by Gergie to the far side, and Gergie retrieves but turns it over. CMU trying to play back, and they do. Too far for Schlingeman, so Schlingeman has to go back and retrieve and play. He'll turn and survey and fire it up the right side. That's a good ball if it gets there for Josh Ball. He gets it, but he couldn't settle it, and he lost it. And John Carroll will clear. That to me appeared to be onside as well.
There was no flag that I saw, but again, as you mentioned, trouble controlling it. That's a turf bounce, right? You're going to get that in the northeast where you have the turf instead of the grass. That would have settled a little more with grass, and he needed a teammate to make a run to the near side or the far side of the box, nearer to him. And
the fact that he had rain, which delayed the start of this one for 50 minutes, so the turf still a little bit damp. All factors to play in. John Carroll plays to the back line. Gergie with the left foot. He'll switch fields. Can't get it far enough. Maralda plays it with the head. It's Zach Schoenwetter. Back to Maralda, right in front of his own bench. Puts it up. Good touch, Slackman. Near side, left side, that's Zach Schoenwetter. Played away for a corner. Double team defense by Nick Ruggiero. Logan Brown will get the game's first corner for CMU. It comes as we approach 7 minutes to go in this first half.
Another example of what the Tartans are trying to do offensively, where they have the advanced guys come back with their back to the net, take it and lay it off to the runners down the sides.
Can't see who that is. I'm screened out by the John Carroll bench. Thank you, Josh Ball. So with the near flag to our left. There comes the motion. Here comes the service. Bends to the opposite side. Mower tracked it. Couldn't get a hand on it. Slackman puts it back to the net. Headed just wide of the near post. Came back to Eli Campine, and he deflected it just wide. So good second ball opportunity for CMU.
Bob put that up to the back post. Had a lot of backspin on it. We're not able to get to it. Then they recycled it back in the box. Campine got a head on it. Looked like it had a chance to get tucked inside that near post, but it was just wide. Probably second best opportunity for Carnegie Mellon. The other one was hit the crossbar.
It was played back to Ryan, who rules it over to Schlingeman. Schlingeman gets it back from Brendan Schoenwetter. Good step up by Ruggiero to steal. They lost it, so a turn for CMU. Touch and touch, no. Alejandro Fernandez goes to the middle, still has possession. Good ball this time. On a run, Maralda. And there it is, Zach Schoenwetter. He's been evident on the left side, Kevin,
Bob with
since he's
good,
checked in.
Ball had a really good overlap right there. Did not lay it off.
He went inside instead of back down to that near corner. Did Zach Schoenwetter.
When you run that overlap, you kind of run that curl. If you think about a football, you ever see a running back or flanker go in motion behind the quarterback on like a semicircle. That's what they were trying to do right there. I've heard some people call that as an orbit because I guess if you continue to be a full circle around.
In the attacking zone, the Blue Streaks with Aiden Bozak. Ball to the middle of the field. Deflected down. They turn. It's Nick Ruggiero. Ruggiero still with it. It's got room. He fires. Good strike from about 22, but high over top the cage it goes. Goal kick for Liam Ryan.
Between the posts, that would be an Aussie rules. You'd see the guy come out and point for you.
Deflection there. That creates a little havoc. It does create a turnover. Ball deflected down by Koenig, who has it. Puts it over.
Oh.
Great save, Ryan. They went right to left, and another shot. And another save by Ryan. They're winning a handball that went back in, and no whistle. Liam Ryan up to the task with 2 big saves, denying opportunities over there. I believe Luca Prangetta might have been on that touch. But Ryan, fantastic work between the pipes for the Tartans. Keeps it 1-0.
Pressure up the pitch for the Blue Streaks, creating problems for the Tartans.
That was that pressure, initially.
In their own third.
Normally on the goal kick, you get a clean opportunity to clear, and they did not.
They were up pressuring in the attacking third right there. The defending third for Carnegie Mellon caused the problem, and Ryan had to go post to post, and he did it really well to make a nice save.
Fernandez, Schoenwetter. That's Zach Schoenwetter. CMU trying to find room. They want to go back, but there's no room to get there. So they go towards the middle of the field. They'll play it up now. Good stop by Alejandro Fernandez, but a better play to take it away by Logan Brown for John Carroll, but they're going to play it up and out, and it'll be a CMU throw.
Right away where they looked, right? They kick it to the flanks. Out to the right, just in front of us. It's immediately. That time Carnegie Mellon tried to go through the middle to link up with Alejandro right up the middle of the park. Alejandro Fernandez, and he was well defended. He had 3 blue jerseys around him, and they quickly cleared it up the flank, and now we have to throw in the restart.
Nick Korkis, the freshman from Florida, in. Josh Ball out for CMU.
That was a shank. That was a tee-shot shank.
Throw for CMU. Again, they've more times than not have been on this near side, Kevin. Am I correct in that?
Yep.
Good shot. That was trying to find its way through, but a good block by the head of Kate Gerge. Gerge kept it in play, too, so not a corner. CMU puts it to the middle of the field. Now they got room. Turn. Shot. Bending wide. Good opportunity there for Brendan Flynn, the sophomore, but he wanted to get the in-swinger, and it went out and missed by it to the far post. Still good opportunity from the 18, though.
Take a quick look at the shots. It's 3-1 shots are now 9-4 in favor of John Carroll. It was 9-3, just updated. 5 on frame for the Blue Streak, 0 on frame for the Tartans. 4 saves for the Tartans. Ryan has been good. Mower's been kind of bored down there. He hasn't seen a lot of action.
1 corner and 1 off sides, both for CMU. 5-4, the fouls.
And
John
1
Carroll
yellow.
has 5-4, and they have had the 1 yellow card. It was Nick Ruggiero who was carded, which we thought was a pull down and a good one because it created an on-man break or denied an on-man break. 90 seconds to go before halftime in this one.
Kind of classify that card as understandable, like you understand
Correct.
why he did it.
A good penalty, as you would say. Kevin, a former hockey coach, right? You would say, that's a good penalty, Nick. Right?
Sometimes necessary.
Minute 10, midfield throw on the far touch for CMU. Played away by John Carroll. CMU trying to organize late. Middle of the field, touch Schoenwetter. Cleared up. There's room on the near side if Maralda can get there. He'll get a throw with inside of a minute. 50 seconds now. Quickly resets. He'll turn, leave it. Brendan Schoenwetter up in the attack zone. Goes back to Schlingeman.
40 seconds. Get something up the pitch. Get it in the box.
Trying to reverse fields now. Near side, far side. left to right. They'll work it up. Trying to find Fernandez. Too far for him, but does find Meralda. Cleared away, though.
Good clear.
Nicely good left-footed clear by Carter Esterly as we're 20 seconds left in half number 1. Back to Ryan. Not sure if there's enough time for CMU to get forward. 9 seconds.
Oh, good flick with the head.
But Ruggiero plays it out, and that's smart. That'll do it. Only goal, Jaden Wright for John Carroll in the 4th minute. A 1-0 lead for John Carroll. We'll give you some more numbers when we come back after halftime. Now with Kevin Zomansky and Bob Borquist. Kevin has the first half recap for you numbers-wise.
Okay, the official stats first half shots. John Carroll leads 9-4. Shots on goal 5-0 in favor of John Carroll. Saves none for John Carroll. 4 for Ryan for Carnegie Mellon. Corners 1 for Carnegie Mellon. 0 for John Carroll. Offsides 1 for Carnegie Mellon. 0 for John Carroll. Fouls 5-4. John Carroll had one more. They picked up a yellow card. That was by Ruggiero, Nicholas Ruggiero. And then the scoring recap, we're going to make the change. It was indeed 21 instead of 27 on the assist. So goal by Jaden Wright, assist by Hayden Hafner, at 3:28. So it's the early lead for the Blue Streaks, and they've been holding on to that lead, Bob, for the rest of the first half. I've been impressed with the play of their center backs, particularly Samuelson. I've been impressed with the quickness of the Blue Streaks team. We've talked about the Tartans wanted to kind of come receive the ball with their back to goal, and the Blue Streaks have done well to kind of line weight and quickness around the intended receiver and pick off some of those intended passes. So it's been a good defensive first half for the Blue Streaks, as evidenced by the 0 shots on goal.
I thought that CMU, Kevin, a little bit later in the first half, maybe loosened things up a little bit. Had their shot that hit the crossbar.
Yes.
Had a couple other opportunities, but nothing early. But later, mainly using the left side and having the only corner
Right.
to get opportunities, and maybe trying to exploit that again to start here in the second half.
Probably say agree maybe in the final 20 of that first half, where they started to find some seams and where they wanted to attack. Trying to use some combination play down the flanks. We saw it quite a bit in front of us, where they'll kind of play it back and then play it to another midi or striker coming towards the midfielder, and then they'll lay it off.
So opening kickoff of half number 2 will get the first possession to the Tartans with Alejandro Fernandez at midfield.
Right away, the quickness of Hafner forcing the Tartans to play back to Ryan.
That was part of the story of the first half, too, the way they pressured
Yes.
with that speed for the Blue Streaks.
Pressure down the flanks. They get the crosses in the box, creating some havoc right in the 6 in front of Ryan. And here's an opportunity for the Tartans.
Miss hit, a steal, and a trip.
It's going to be a card.
Should be a card. There should be another card right there, blasting away. I think that's Samuelson back in there. And
I
showing
believe
his
you're
anger.
right.
I didn't see a card come out. He's got it.
It's like 6.
Yep.
It's going to be
That's the big
Steven
man in the middle.
Samuelson, the junior defender, center back from Medina, Ohio, Medina High School. He clipped the back of the heel of the.
It's definitely a card, but it wasn't flagrant. It was just running together. But you have to throw that card. The more worrisome thing was he blasted it away. You could get a delay of game and a second card for that.
Going to guess on that one. Maybe didn't hear the whistle, but
Oh, I think he heard it. So far side, free kick, left side.
whoa.
Low,
Ooh.
knocked down. Trying to track that down there was Dominic Horweiler. Couldn't get it. Now putting put back in front, loose in the box. There's Samuelson and Horweiler trying to win it. Horweiler gets it through, and he slid and tackled it and just missed the far post. Near post for him, far post for us.
Horweiler, very active right there. Kind of run from the back and towards.
He and Samuelson, Kevin, were locked up pretty good inside the box.
He was kind of hiding a bit more towards the near post for us, and then he ran towards the service there on that low service and tried to get the flick towards the frame. He got it off frame, but he stayed with it. Just not able to put it on and force Mower to make a save. And as they played up the far right flank there, do the Blue Streaks.
So an early turnover by John Carroll in the second half creates opportunities for CMU, but the Tartans can't find the net. Stays 1-0 for the Blue Streaks. They lose it out of bounds, and a throw for CMU on the far touchline. Fernandez, a lot of times, though, with their back to the goal. So you work back to move forward. This time you're going to go way back as Liam Ryan's going to get it. He's in the black kit in the goal to our left. The light blue kit, or Carolina blue, as we're in college sports. It's really Columbia blue for Brendan Mower, who's in the goal to the right. Collision, no whistle, they play on. And Fernandez is going to get the foul as he sort of puts the hip into Samuelson. Samuelson is a little shaken up. And now Samuelson is petitioning for a card.
Keep up, keep it up, keep your head. Hey, what's the call? Hey, what's the call?
Or is it a foul prior to that?
With the instructions.
There was contact at midfield. That's where the ball is, Kevin. And the secondary contact was about 10 or 12 yards forward. So had to be the initial foul, right?
Yep. Up here just a stride from midfield stripe. But Wadenovic, the instruction to someone I found a little bit humorous was to get stronger. I don't think he meant to drop down and give him some push-ups. He meant stronger on the ball there, holding off the defender.
He tried a long through ball on the right side for Josh Ball. That was too far, so a goal kick for Brendan Mower. Well, doing push-ups gets you stronger to get stronger on the ball, right? But you're really looking at lower body strength in this sport. Although you got to play the upper body too. We see a lot of physicality that way. You don't really think of it, right?
Right. There's a lot of battling, right? The one-on-one battles in tight in front of the frame.
We just saw that earlier after the free kick with Horweiler and Samuelson locked up in the box. They were both using the upper body. You want to lean on your opponent, whether it's defensively or on the attack.
Oh, one
Samuel
touch.
on the attack. Mower comes out, deflected the near side, knocked down.
Oh, we gave it to him.
We're going to get a PK.
Looked like he pointed to the spot.
I thought he did, and they will. So Mower came out, and it was a defender attacking, knocked the CMU player down, and we're going to get a PK for Josh Ball.
What a great little 1-2 play right outside the box, right where the circle
also
is.
To see Mower come out to get around that.
He was able to control the ball and have his head up to see Mower come out, get past him, taking the ground. PK's been awarded. It's going to be Ball at the spot.
4 goals to lead CMU, including 1 for 1 on the PK. Josh Ball.
Here we go, Bo.
Trying to tie this one up. In the 49th minute.
Oh.
Big save. He went right, diving right, and played away on the parry by Brandon Mower.
Ball went to the lower left corner. Mower dove to his right, made a fantastic strong wrist save there to push that wide. I believe that's his first save on frame of the match. And what a huge one from the spot.
Ball, I mentioned, with 4 goals, had 2 against Muskegum and then 2 against Allegheny. Denied his first tonight on a PK. That's a big momentum shift to keep it 1-0 for the Blue Streaks. Fantastic stuff by the sophomore, Brendan Mower. He guessed right. That's what it is. And then used his ability to get to that far post. And a beauty.
You can maybe have an idea if you got some scouting report on where players prefer to go. Maybe you can, in a split second, read the foot or the hip to see if they're going to open up or draw it across their body. But whatever he utilized right there, it was a good read by Mower to make the save.
I'm not sure if
his
there's
right.
any PKs, but these two teams are frequent opponents. Last year they played. It was a 1-0 win for CMU on the road. Brendan Schoenwetter had the only goal. Liam Ryan had 6 saves. And Jake Vogren, who was the OAC Keeper of the Year, who's not in the starting lineup, he had 2 saves. Not sure if his status is injury or just getting a chance in non-conference to see the understudy play.
After this match here with Carnegie Mellon at College of the Wooster, at home for John Carroll on Saturday the 9th on Don Shula Stadium at 5 p.m. For the Tartans, they are next in action against Westminster on the road on Sunday the 10th at 1 o'clock.
I like this. He came in early in the first half, and now he's back in as the graduate student, Kay Gerge. He and Samuelson make a pretty formidable duo on the back line, at least from our indications tonight for John
Gerge's
Carroll.
got some size, right? He's tall,
Stocky,
sturdy.
Sturdy, yes, that's well. Samuelson as well, so that's what you want from Rebecca. Samuelson is taller and leaner. There's an opportunity walking in on the near side for JCU, and CMU denies, and they should get a throw. Well, that got a little closer to the net than maybe it should have.
Under 40 here.
It's like a short corner.
There you go. That's all you need to know from Coach Bowman. The attack was Hayden Hafner as the assist. Oh, a shot ripped, rifled into the netting by Steven Samuelson. Got all. There's Gerge at midfield. Gerge fought from behind by Alejandro Fernandez. Said he got a shot into the ribs. Gerge is down, grabbing at his left ankle.
Giving them every call. There's 7 fouls there. There's 7 fouls. Yeah, exactly. That's your fault. What are you talking about? I want the first foul called, and then my guy doesn't get hurt. No, he called the second foul.
And there's the big time advantage of being at midfield, right? You're in the game like we are. That's the conversation. Gerge is actually in pain. And again, it looks like it looked like the left lower leg.
Yeah, we haven't seen what you do sometimes see more at the professional level than at this level, where they go down and kind of roll around, try to draw it. But this time,
We got a late card on Fernandez.
he seems to be in some pain, discomfort as he gets helped to the sideline. And we do have the
a little
late
bit
card.
of pressure on that. Coach Bowman has a fair point, don't you think?
It was a late card. It's an accumulation of fouls. What?
This. Your court on that. Move this. Kick this over a little bit. Perfect. Coach Bowman got a card, by the way.
He got a card also?
I believe so. Thank you.
That's like on the basketball court when you hand up.
All right.
Okay.
Deep breaths and cooler heads all around. Back to action, still 1-0 John Carroll. So cards are 2 apiece now.
That was interesting, as you said, when you're close to the pitch and
Yeah, we just let that carry itself, that conversation.
John Carroll on the left side
can't
here.
do it any more justice. And kind of valid points all the way around, but I didn't see the card on Fernandez right away. But I think the explanation as the accumulation, right?
Yeah, he said
made
it's 3
sense.
fouls. So I took,
But-
when he said 3 fouls as an accumulation of fouls, he decided to give him the card.
There he was again, hooked up Fernandez and Samuelson. Things are chippy. Would that be a good description right now?
I think that's a fair word to use.
Ryan kicks it up in the air, and it's headed out of bounds by Logan Brown, so a throw in their own zone for CMU. Denied the game-tying goal, PK, in the 49th minute by Josh Ball, and a great save by Brendan Mower. Slackman's getting ready to check back in, and Jake Slackman, I thought, helped spark a little bit of the offense late in that first half. We're going to be careful here of the Tartans.
Ooh.
Chip and a block as Kalick tried the half volley that was blocked at the arc. Still on the ball is Daniel Kalick, the senior. Comes left, dummy play by Wright, the goal scorer, leaves it to the near sideline. And a whistle out of bounds. It goes off of John Carroll. Slackman in for Fernandez.
Well, since the restart, after all the activity and Gergie down for attention from the trainer, all the plays been to our left. So John Carroll has kind of shaken it off, and they got the better of the run of play right now.
Yeah, the free kick, and you're right, it has been to our left. Good steal.
Good steal.
That's a great play by Horweiler.
Good call
Sliding
right
near
there
side.
by Ball.
Yeah, Ball, you can hear him call for it right in front of us. He has it. Back to the middle of the field, deflected, and turned to clear as Coleman. Coleman can't get it out, though, as Brennan Schoenwetter. He's knocked down. No whistle. Horweiler, Dominic Horweiler, back to the near side. That's a dangerous ball, though. And CMU has to play it back to Liam Ryan, who
Kind of made a mess of that one.
Yeah, they did.
So, Bob, by my observation, what seems to be lacking right now for Carnegie Mellon on the attack is that final link-up in the attacking third, right, to make it a better scoring threat. Getting through the midfield, laying them off with a little bit of speed right there. We talked about Ball calling for it, getting it. He tried to get it into the box, and then it just didn't happen for them right there. So trying to find that one more touch, that one more link-up to get a dangerous scoring threat.
Knocked down, and a foul called against Logan Brown. I think it's a quick restart for CMU at midfield. No press forward. Lose possession, though. John Carroll almost turned it over. They didn't see the ball was back there, but they did a good job to settle that, clear it. Right with the header.
Good
on
flick.
the touch, Hayden Hafner down the left side, 1-on-2. And a whistle and a card in the middle against Jaden Wright, I think.
It was a good flick by Wright. Not sure what he did to get the card after. And then I wasn't sure why Hafner was trying to cut back on his right foot when he clearly had some
I'm
space on
guessing
the
it's
left
on.
foot. He's
Maybe it's two, because of the way Wright reacted.
maybe no cards, maybe just a little
Maybe just
powwow.
admonishment, the chippiness.
Didn't,
Saw the card in his hand,
didn't see him present it.
but then I saw Jaden Wright react.
So just a little conversation to try to calm down everything. No cards.
Well, they get a free kick out of this for Nick Grayka. Yeah, why would he stop that? Fote is also there. I agree with Coach Mladenovich. Why would you blow that? It's going to be Fote, right foot, way high. And why? I'm going to say no to that question, apparently. We're all wondering the same thing. Why did play get stopped? So
Valid
again,
question.
I saw the card in his hand, and then I saw maybe Jaden Wright was upset that they stopped the play. Back at it. We're in the 56th minute of play. Still 1-0. John Carroll. Wright has the game's only goal in the 4th minute, his second of the season.
Under 35 here, remaining in this match. Still 1-0 lead for the Blue Streaks. They scored in the 4th minute, and they've had the lead since then.
Also proves, Kevin, that even when we're down here at midfield,
We don't hear everything.
we hear a lot, but we still can't figure everything out. Both benches were equally confused at that sequence as well. Knocked down by Ball. He drags left, plays left. That's a good ball over there. There's an opportunity for Meralda. He plays with the left foot, but a good job by Samuelson to head it away. And the secondary header played away by Logan Brown.
Like the service in the box, trying to make something happen, create a little chaos, see if something falls to the feet that he can poke it home.
Up, together.
As soon as it goes out for a throw, they're deep in the John Carroll end. Coach Bowman's up off his chair, imploring his players to move forward, get higher up the pitch, try to press and create the turnover. We saw the Blue Streaks do that in the first half.
There you go. But they're not going to get it, but that's what you want them showing. Whether they are going to get it.
At least creating a possession up for grabs.
Right. They created a 50-50 ball. And they come out in the pack with it is Hafner to right. He'll turn it midfield. He'll play right. He had a man. I didn't see that player over there. He does have a teammate on the right wing. Good defensive play. Still on the attack, though. There's Wright. He couldn't settle. Played up. And Rabin clears to midfield, but no one home. And tracking it down is Isaac Coleman.
Oh.
Two-time first-team All-OAC Isaac Coleman. Mentioned the OAC Defensive Player of the Year last season as a junior from Bedford, Ohio.
Another good flick there down the left flank for Hafner.
They work left corner. Chance by Greka. We're going to get the first corner of the evening for JCU. Comes in the 59th minute of play. It's a free kick. It's not a corner, but almost like a corner, right?
The location of it makes it a closer corner.
Left GLE. You're right. It's moved in about 5 yards outside of the box. They'll right foot it, strong, and
Too
out the
strong.
other side. That's
didn't help him to be closer.
It would have been a good service. It was actually in the corner, right?
Right.
Samuelson was over there with that height trying to get there, but it was too tall and strong for him. Josh Ball is coming out. Julian Koide in. So freshman in for a senior.
Ball from Boynton Beach, Boca Prep in Florida. It was a well-taken corner, right? I mean, he hit power on it. It was just a good save.
He knew it, too. You could see the reaction, that it was too strong. So, it's free kick. There's a double team, but trying to win that ball is Hafner, and he gets the handball call. They do fire it into the net.
Sorry, let me correct myself. I didn't mean to say well-taken corner, well-taken penalty by Boz. He was subbed off, right? It was just a good save. There's a long ball. And then it's a big hop you got to play on the turf.
Got it. Opportunity there. Step over. Left-footed service denied by Daniel Kalick.
He's got to keep driving there. Hey, Zach.
I think it was Koide right into the action. Patrick Koenig is getting set to re-enter for JCU. They steal, and the Blue Streaks are on the run.
Oh,
good
spacing.
Layoff. It was. No, good play. That's back pressure from Dominic Horweiler.
Tracked back really well there.
JCU again pushing forward. Logan Brown put it to the right side. And that is Jaden Wright. He goes back. And they go all the way back to their keeper, Brendan Mower. He'll right foot it up. Wright got a touch on that with the head, but a good read by Schlingeman to clear. A far side throw. Also, Logan Penton will come back in for the Blue Streaks, so a pair of subs for John Carroll. Things have calmed down since the chippy period.
The temperature has been lowered.
Yes, it has. We're inside of 30 minutes, ticking down towards 29 in the second half. 1-0 lead for JCU on a fourth-minute goal by Jaden Wright.
Carnegie Mellon needs to throttle up the offense, though, here to get the equalizer. We're under 30 here.
Had a good start early in this half. You had a set piece, an opportunity. You had a penalty kick.
Yeah, you
Couldn't get either in the net. Great save by Mower on the PK attempt by Josh Baugh. That's kept it 1-0.
First half, one hit the crossbar. One that Mower came out and grabbed as it was rolling around, but wasn't technically a shot.
And neither of those get technically credited as a shot on goal.
Just looking for that.
You look at opportunities, though, right? Loose ball steal. It's Greka firing. Great right-footed strike from the 15, but it goes high. Good opportunity for the Blue Streaks.
Good power, a little dip in it, just not enough dip to hit that upper 90 on the left side. Restart all the way. Restart already as we get a whistle. It's going to be a foul
It's on Greka.
Greka.
Third-team All-AC last year for Nicholas Greka.
Tartans with the long ball, and here goes an opportunity.
And that is Coide, Julian Coide on the near side.
Just subbed in Coide.
Dribbling and pulling. His pass, though, just behind his teammate. But just couldn't connect. There's Slackman in the middle. I can hear the wind picking up a little bit here. The Oakland campus of Carnegie Mellon University. It's a pleasant night once the rain moved out. Temperature in the 60s, I would guess.
Take a look at it real quickly.
You got your phone first, so fire that up.
Hey, stop the clock!
Saying it's 77.
That can't be right.
Oh, went to 70.
So we're at 70.
It's our time he's burning there.
We concur. We must have the same app.
Yeah.
Mostly clear skies now.
Just have to.
After the 50-minute rain delay, or lightning delay to be more exact, before we could get underway. 7:30 scheduled start, kicked off at 8:20. Played back by CMU to the keeper, Ryan. Again, a miss hit, Kevin.
Yeah, he hasn't been clean back there on those back passes trying to distribute. It's going off the inside of his right foot and then very high into the air.
I tend to agree with John Carroll on this one. I thought Schlingerman should have got the initial call and then make the second call against the Blue Streaks. That would have been very close to being in the box as well.
Oh.
There's a 50-50 collision, and both players were Slackman was undercut a little bit by Nick Ruggiero, who already has a card in this one. Slackman in the middle has it. Works to the left. Touch pass to the far touch line. Room for service. Along the line, corner kick, CMU. Second of the game, and the second for the Tartans will come to our right at the far flag. And it's Eli Campine, the junior, to take the set piece at the far flag. Swings it with the right foot. Headed down. Deflected up in the air off Slackman. Played by Coleman. And to the far side. Slackman trying to win the ball. Campine. It's played out by JCU.
Schlingerman really elevated to try to get on the other end of that corner, but just could not reach the peak of the pass at the apex there. It went over his head, and eventually John Carroll cleared it.
Stop, that's not a bad idea, but it goes wide by Rabin. I think it was Rabin. I like this pair of substitutions because you got Zach Schoenwetter, who I thought helped spark the offense a little bit. That ball played, by the way, was Campine. And you've got Alejandro Fernandez back in. So trailing by a goal with 24:45 on the turning clock. You want to have some forward presence, and those two can bring it. They kept Slackman in there as well, so that trio, I like that. An attempt to try to come back for CMU.
Yeah, offensive substitutions, trying to create something here as we just tick under 25 minutes. Trying to attack down that far side. Getting a little turn there. Good layoff.
Step and a stop.
There's a good switch right there.
Near side, can they run to it? They can.
Oh,
It's Brendan Flynn. Good step over back heel. He goes left, plays left. Play it out. You need to strike, but no, they can't get there. Stolen and cleared nicely by Brucken.
and that's what I've been talking about, Bob, right there. The final third, trying to find something to happen there. Kind of laid it off to nobody except the blue jersey, and the Blue Streaks started the counter.
CMU gets a throw in as Aiden Bozick is getting set to come back in for the Blue Streaks. They lead this one 1-0. Scored early in the 4th minute. It's been that way ever since. Also coming in, Brendan Swan, the grad student. Hafter checking out as Greka as well for JCU. Now CMU again with offensive substitutions.
Flag up on the far side.
Foul against CMU. So Robus work as a short cover. So Ball is going to get set to check back in. So you're definitely looking to try to create offense. The earlier free kick was a short near side, which kind of worked like a corner. This one will be the opposite side for the Blue Streaks.
Similar spot. Few strides in the touch from the side touchline there.
They overshot from the near side. Let's say what they do from the right flank.
Yeah,
It's a little further out and maybe a little closer to the side of the box over there. It's great up. That's a great place for a free kick.
Gonna take a little off the chip shot, right?
The hand up, the motion, the service.
Whoa.
Never makes it. Left-footed away by Horweiler. CMU trying to settle with Meralda, and he does, and he clears.
So the Tartans have dodged a couple set pieces near their net. So got to now try to turn it around and get something going towards goal
A push
to
and
our
a foul
right.
on Slackman.
Oh, looking for a handball in the box there, where the John Carroll faithful to the far side.
There are not many, but they were loud. They had a great view of that, too.
Yeah, better view than we had over here.
They did not get that. They were not able to influence the call. There comes CMU on the attack. Koide. Fernandez goes back. Middle of the field. Campine with the right foot. Trying to get a cutter. Can Slackman get there? Samuelson beats him to it. You would expect nothing less from what we've seen today from Steven Samuelson.
Very steady presence there on the back line.
So Brendan Flynn will come out. Ball replaces Flynn. So you're taking out a defender for a forward. So you're definitely putting your offensive pieces out there for Brendan Bowman. Trailing 1-0. A throw in. That's a good win in his own zone by Bozak. He's double teamed though. CMU creates the steal. And they'll get the throw. Brendan Schoenwetter was on that, along with Slackman. The throw in will come from Zach Schoenwetter.
Oh, Samuelson come flying in there with that header. Clears it over here behind us.
Samuelson will just
Punch
chip
that
that
one
up.
high
Yep,
in the air.
high to his midfield. Good defense by the Blue Streaks, denying a couple of chances for the Tartans as we're inside of 20 minutes left in this one. Long ball behind Koenig. Does get a foot on it. And a late whistle and a foul. As Brendan Swan was knocked down. And the foul goes against Dominic Horweiler. just outside of the box, so just outside of the arc. So maybe the free kick about 23 yards away. So 2 players are there. Swan is one of them. He's on the near side of the ball. Brocken is the other, I believe.
Julian, inside! Julian, inside!
So it'll be the right foot of Swan at will. Blast it.
Oh.
And bends it wide. Direct kick goes wide. It wasn't Brocken, it was Coleman. But it was the right-footed strike on the direct kick by Swan that misses. So
Yeah.
CMU's, they've had a couple opportunities, but John Carroll, Kevin, has not found the net. It stays 1-0. Keeps CMU within striking distance. Again, if they could tie it up, no overtime.
That
The
one
college
was
game. There's an inadvertent trip and a foul and a free kick for CMU.
Yeah, that free kick was taken from near the right post, and he got it up around the wall, went for that far left upper 90, was not able to put it in, but did not miss by much. And here's an opportunity for some service into the box here for the Tartans on
So
the
they're
far
on
side.
the left side. That's the far side. CMU has 4 attackers to the right. 1 in the middle, 2 in the middle now.
Moving numbers forward into the box.
They
Coach
slide a
Bowman.
man. So a whole bunch of activity now. They all move to the net.
Oh,
Mower
punch.
comes out and punches it away. And he's knocked down, and I'm not sure by that whistle. I think they were just both going for the ball in the same space. Good save, though. Good read by Mower in traffic.
We go, White! Come on, White!
With a definitive punch save as well.
Yeah, Mower aggressively came off his line right there and punched in. In the process of punching it, went through the back of the attacking forward for the Tartans there. I think that was the reason they were unhappy to our right. There's a long punt to restart play.
Nathan Monastra said to check
Oh,
back in
good
for
touch.
JCU. That's Koenig right side. Good block as his shot was blocked out. Nick Ruggiero will come out for Monastra. It's a throw on the far side. About 15 out maybe. So that's good position if you can get it into the box. Keep in mind they're a little bit damp from the rain earlier. They'll go right back to the thrower. He makes room to the right goal line. Good play by CMU to defend. JCU keeps it in the attack zone. That's a handball on Fernandez. He said chest, I saw arm.
Try to do a quick restart. That's not going to be allowed. They're going to have to reposition that. As the clock is stopped. It's 15:53 showing.
So they'll get a free kick. They've had a couple good opportunities. 2 down low, which were almost technically in corner. You saw the last one, the right-footed drive by Swan that missed. This one is a little further out, but still pretty good position to get a set piece from the right side. That's Brendan Swan again over there, a graduate student from North Royalton, Ohio. He'll blast it with the right foot. The flex hits Fernandez in the backside, and that's a good block, right?
Yes, and try to get some transition going, and we have a whistle.
Ball is fouled. We're
Clock stopped.
card.
To
Possibly Logan Brown. Not totally sure who that was blown against. Greka's going to check back in.
he's going to run up the pitch, and the restart is allowed.
Left side, good ball. Fernandez is on it. He's got support over there as well. He's tripped down, no foul.
That was a hard tackle.
I'm a little far away from that, but Coach Bowman, to his credit, is being careful since he's already got a
yellow.
card on his ledger. I couldn't see it well enough to determine if it got ball first. Fernandez was certainly undercut, but Fernandez has been in the middle of things in this second half.
Yeah, he's been a big part of it. He's been in the mix of a lot of these.
We're talking about with the play. I was talking about the chippiness.
Right. No, he's
So
been in
both,
in the
right?
center of a lot of that stuff, in the mix of the sources of some consternation on both sides. And
CMU get a throw from in front of the JCU bench. His time is ticked inside of 15 minutes.
there's the long throw again, kind of wasted.
Good read by Coleman. Coleman was on ball, and then ball came near to the touchline, and Coleman just went right to the ball. That's a good defensive play by the senior defender. That's how you get OAC Defensive Player of the Year, right? Plays like that.
Know the defender, know where the ball, anticipation, all those things on display right. Oh, good outside of the foot pass there, back to the center back.
Schlingerman. Brendan Schoenwetter.
Curled that around the defender. Nice piece of skill right there. And there's a chip up the flank again, the
There's
ball.
Yep. Trying to get Slackman. Headed away, though, by Kalick. Cleared by JCU. Played forward by CMU, but knocked down by Kalick. And he loses it, just plays it out of bounds. But good job to thwart the start of the attack by the Blue Streaks against Carnegie Mellon. They've done that a lot tonight. They've been really good at doing that. Can Ball get his own ball? No. Ball tried to play forward on the near side but couldn't retrieve. And he's going to get a card.
For kicking the ball and delay.
With plenty of yellows, right?
We've had about 5, haven't we? Maybe 6?
7.
7.
4 against the Blue Streaks, 3 now against CMU. That defines chippy. You know, and you're aggressive, and you're two good programs going at it. Two programs that are used to success and used to each other in the non-conference schedule. These two teams block. They play in
Good
the
block by Fernandez.
OAC and the UAA for CMU, which is a fantastic conference. Hence the automatic bid for the Tartans. A slide tackle and a Blue Streaks foul. And let's make it 8
Another
cards.
yellow.
Well, it is the official start of the NFL season tonight, right? So hopefully there's not that many flags in that one. We've seen tons of cards in this one.
5-3 advantage now for the Blue Streaks and the yellow cards.
I don't agree with all of them. I'm not sure about that one. There's a long service. Mower comes out, and he gets there first. Fernandez was knocked down, and the Blue Streaks clear. Mower's made some good reads tonight.
He's very aggressive off his line. Gets in the air trying to make a play on the ball. That time he wasn't able to grab it. He fell down to the turf. The ball did hit the turf. Not able to take advantage.
Now they vacate. Who's going to take this set piece? They're going to settle on Josh Ball. They sneak up some of the defenders, too, trailing by 1.
About 12 yards past the midfield stripe. He's going to
The jockeying begins.
try to service just on the just inside the box, right inside the line. They're jockeying for position, back and forth.
Everyone to the right. That's where the service comes, and they got. Mower gets out again and punches it away. Headed back in, loose, turning, deflected. Can they settle? They do. Didn't get a lot on it, but Mower dives to the right and makes the save. Another good punch. And the second ball played in. I'll tell you in a second. It was off the toe of Eli Campine, but another save for Mower.
They were counting down over there. I had about 8 seconds. They had 12 to put it back into play.
Mower made the save and was going to get up and then did the goalie.
Then the goalie dive.
Yes.
Down on the elbows, plank position, ball underneath you.
Noah Linden in for the Blue Streaks. William Rabin in for CMU late. 1-0 lead for JCU. Also, see Nick Caracas in. CMU pulling out the stops to try to come from behind and get a result. 2-0. They gave up their first goal of the season early in this one, as they had a 9-0 shutout and a 3-0 shutout over Muskegum and Allegheny, respectively. John Carroll trying to go 3-0 in the early season. 10.5 to go. Played back to Mower.
Whoa, big long punt on that one.
That's the thing to do, right? Blasted away.
No hesitation there, and that was a good one. That was the farthest goal kick we've seen during this match.
Rabin to the far side.
Over the top.
Played it. Is that onside for Caracas? He's
Oh,
in, but
Mower.
Mower comes out and beats him to the ball. He had to make a move inside of Coleman, and that gave Mower time to come out and pounce. Boy, he's been really good in the second half, has Brendan Mower.
Did he flash out that right foot for a
I
kick
think
save?
so. I think he did.
Yeah.
Kick save and a beauty. Again on the attack, pushing forward CMU. Caracas far side, Fernandez left side, plays forward.
Good
Put it
run to the
back.
near post.
Can't get it through though.
Ball with a good run.
Corner.
Corner earned by the Tartans. Far corner.
I think it's ball over there at the far flag.
It is ball.
Excluding Liam Ryan and Rabin in the middle of the field. And ball, the 8 guys are in the box for CMU. Comes through, headed out. Rabin has distance. The good
Should
idea,
be another
but
corner.
couldn't get the. I thought it just went off the outside of his
I
foot.
thought it deflected. You were right. I was not, because it's going to be a goal kick for Mower.
That's the right idea, though, to strike that from distance with velocity on that second ball.
Well, and also, we've seen Mower continuously come out off the line and punch. So I think you need to have a secondary run there looking for his play forward where you can recycle it back into the box.
You have to check in. They weren't there before the ball went out of bounds. That's why he didn't let him in. Thank you.
Jack Fote, Jaden Wright, Hayden Hafner, 3 starters
Some
getting
space down the right side. Good
come
D
back in.
again.
That's a deflection there. And I believe that was a great guy who deflected that. Even though it's a throw, you're right, he denied the forward ball. Good job to get that in traffic for CMU. They played a Rabin. Can they check left side? They will. Slide forward to Caracas, middle of the field, and JCU gets it and clears. As we're going to tick inside of 8 minutes to go in this one. Good run. I didn't really see Koenig in the mix to that. He got to the ball first. Now the subs will come in for John Carroll. They're obviously looking for an opportunity at an insurance marker in this one. Leading 1-0 since the 4th minute. I think we're going to get a low throw for the Blue Streaks. They will at the end of their bench to our left.
They do throw it forward as opposed to back towards their own goal. Trying to kill some time down there in the corner.
Still in front of their bench. Still with 50-50 possession. Streaming to you today on the Carnegie Mellon Athletics website, also on PAC Digital Network. And there's a foul in the middle of the field against Nicholas Caracas.
The ball's not close. The ball wasn't close, ref.
Fouls, by the way, we mentioned the Cards are 5-3. JCU. Fouls are 29, 15 for the Blue Streaks, 14 for the Tartans.
Might be even up at 15 after that last
The
one.
refresh, right?
That's a lot.
Yep, 15 apiece. Good call. Good catch. Also downloaded the PAC Digital Network on my Roku, just to throw that out there. So if you want to do that at home and watch PAC Sports or CMU, drive, save from the 18, right-footed shot by Fote right to the middle of the net. Ryan makes the save, keeps it a one-goal game.
Consistency against Oberlin on the first. John Carroll had 15 fouls. At Kenyon on the third, John Carroll had 15 fouls.
15 tonight.
At Carnegie Mellon right now they have 15 fouls.
From the guy who loves symmetry. I love that stat. That's a lot of fouls, though, but that's an aggressive nature, right? Obviously, it's been working as they're 2-0. That's a turnover. Heads up.
They are losing the battle of the corners tonight. They have won that battle of the corners in their first two matches. Carnegie Mellon, on the other hand, had 6 fouls on the first against Muskegum, and they had 6 fouls against Allegheny.
Player down in the box, no foul. Goal kick for Liam Ryan. We're going to get a substitution with Ethan Vertal back in.
Almost like a offense-defense type substitution.
3 corners in this one, all favoring CMU. We only had 1 offside call in this game against CMU. Only had 1 last night, too. I jinxed it last night. I thought about saying no offside, and then it came, right? Tonight, I did not think that.
A lot of space here. Got to stay on sides. Said they went down the middle of the
Fernandez was
defense.
in the middle, and Vertal as well. It's Fernandez.
Zach.
He'll turn and lay off to the far side. That's where CMU organizes. A good drag, good touch, better defensive play by JCU, and they'll clear. Up to right. He's back 1-on-2, 2-on-4, 3-on-5 once it all settles.
What a run by Schoenwetter
Yeah, Zach
right there.
Schoenwetter, fantastic. Opening for a shot. And Ryan makes the save. From distance, Hafner had Liam Ryan backpedaling, but he made the save, keeps it 1-0.
And he kept it out even though his feet went over the line. Kept his hands in front of him, kept the ball out. Schoenwetter was open on the flank. They were not able to get it to his side. Then he really...
There's right drive, strong, strike to the left side. Ryan makes the save at the near post. Wright was trying for his second, trying to put this one away with 3:26 to go. It should be the first corner of this match for John Carroll. I can see the angst. So they got a short corner. It's a steal, but a turnover. It's Coleman. Not a good ball there by Slackman. And there's Wright. They just want to try to waste some time and keep the ball
Right.
in their attacking third. Goal kick. JCU wanted a corner. They're not happy.
I think I learned if I was helping on the sidelines as an official, I want to be on the far side, right? Because you're away from...
I can understand that thought process.
You're away from the coaches on the touchline, right? So the guy that filled in at the last minute...
You deal with the fans over there, but it's not,
Right. We were having a conversation with the one official that's on the far side beforehand. He was a late day replacement for this match.
Clock is stopped with 2:04 and a throw. Gamesmanship is in play late in this one. Now a throw. That's a Blue Streaks throw, low on the near touch towards that corner. Clock is inside of 2 minutes. CMU has it. They've got to go all out now with 1:40 to go. Slackman and Coleman, neither could get there. Played forward and chipped forward by Hafner. There's Wright. 90 seconds left. Actually, it was a foul, so it's a free kick. Maybe just poking hope on the long ball, right?
Yeah, trying to get it up the pitch.
It's opening.
Again, try to get it into the box and see if something can happen.
Schoenwetter back to Fernandez. Zach Schoenwetter try to get it through. Good defensive play. I believe that was Samuelson in the middle of the head. Inside of a minute. Carnegie Mellon far side. Vertal couldn't get there. It's behind him. Can he save it? He cannot. Throw in his own zone for Greco. Greco will waste a couple seconds. Yeah, and that'll stop the clock with 44. Now they'll throw it. We'll get things underway again. CMU needs a steal. That's a clear for John Carroll. Wright trying to win that ball. Falls down, plays it from his backside. Fantastic. Finds his teammate Fote, who's open. He'll fire, hits the crossbar. With 25 seconds left. What a fantastic play from the ground by Jaden Wright. He almost got the big insurance goal. Quick throw for CMU with 15. Now look at a goal kick with 14. And this one is on its way to ending 1-0.
Jaden Wright on his backside with the proper touch, right? Just delicate enough to put it in stride.
Man is down. That's going to do it. John Carroll comes on the road, and they stay undefeated. Both teams were 2-0. And John Carroll improves to 3-0 with this 1-0 victory. And CMU falls to 2-1. Scoring recap, it's a quick one, an easy one, Kevin.
Yeah, in the fourth minute, 3:28 to be precise, it was Jaden Wright, an assist to Hayden Hafner. That was the only goal. And the team comparison scoring recap, shots on goal, 19 for John Carroll, 8 for Carnegie Mellon. Shots on goal were 8-3 in favor of John Carroll. Saves, 7 for Ryan for Carnegie Mellon, 3 for Mower for John Carroll. Corners, 3-1 advantage for the Tartans. Offsides, 1 apiece. Fouls, 15 each, so John Carroll consistent in their 3 matches. Yellow cards, 5 for the Blue Streaks, 3 for the Tartans, and no red cards.
Carnegie Mellon tries to rebound from their first loss by going on the road Sunday up to New Wilmington, Pennsylvania, where they'll play Westminster, and they're at W&J, and then Bethany, so a little PAC swing for CMU. They're an associate member for football.
Next home game is the 20th.
Mount Aloysius, and then I'm on the call on the 23rd against Marietta.
I'm on the call against Mount Aloysius on the 20th.
And for John Carroll, they return home for the College of Wooster, and then Case Western Reserve, and then Ohio Wesleyan on the 16th. That's a road match for the Blue Streaks. Came in ranked number 23, and they stay perfect at 3-0. Carnegie Mellon Athletics would like to thank its corporate partners, BSN Sports, Hilton Garden Inn, Pittsburgh University Place, Moe's Southwest Grill, Panera Bread, Penn Station, and Pizza Parma. Check out the Athletics website for special offerings from our partners. And for my partner, Kevin Zumansky, Bob Worker, saying your final score from Carnegie Mellon University. The Blue Streaks from John Carroll 1, the CMU Tartans nothing. Thank you for watching Carnegie Mellon Men's Soccer. You saw coverage right here on the CMU Athletics website. Have a great night, everyone.